champagne, just me and you. So give me the wine, give me the wine, give me the wine. This is a party, a party, a party. Party, a party, a party, a dance. Give me the wine, give me the wine, give me the wine. Everybody to Miami, Carnival and Notting Hill, Uber Soca to Brazil, on to the Caribbean. We're getting flights, no feelings. Country to country, fete up the fete.
What you stop for?
Carnival to Carnival, Bacchanal is Bacchanal flights. No feelings, ain't got time for the stress, just flights. No feelings, boy, boy, boy. We jam in, fete up the fete. Fete up the fete. We lay in, fete up the fete. Alright, fete up the fete. We drinking, fete up the fete. Fete up the fete. Yeah, we linking, fete up the fete.
Okay, take me down. Let me make sure we're in there and I'm out there. Good morning. If you're hearing me out there, I'm there. Good morning to everybody out there in Radio Land and on the internet. Facebook Live, we're on YouTube right now. We also live on viberadio.com, all right, and reaching out to, we can safely say, touching base with over 100 and some thousand people from our social media. I'm proud to say, every time I beat in my chest to say that, all organic, yeah, we got this. And let me reach out to everybody. I will get my sponsor screen on, and let me tell you, I have my engineer in the back there. Ready? Go. Let me see what I have there. Let me reach out to Structure Inc. in the morning time. Let me also reach out and say a loud shout out to, Lucia Carnival. You see that? That looking like a t-shirt, eh? Lucia Carnival with there. Let me also reach out to the Travel and Leisure Center. Good morning to you guys. Soca, the ultimate tent. Good morning and thank you. Sea Island Cotton Shop, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Also, Battle Paintball SLU. You want to hear a lot more about Battle Paintball SLU. Let me reach out to the ministry boy. Let me show you. And Reed Consultancy, EHS Creative Company. Good morning to you guys. All right. And also, High Tension and Associates. Let me yeah, there you go. High tension. All right.
It's high tension, baby.
This morning, guys, of our entertainers coming in, but this morning we want to start off. With the people behind the scenes, the people who actually make this happen, the people who actually, they tell you Santa Claus bringing gifts and everything, but you have little helpers, little elves in the background doing things, and you just see the final product, a boom, and this has happened, and oh my God, this was a great show, but you never know how much work it takes behind the scenes, and you are people behind the scenes and all of that. Let me say good morning to Chelsea. Good morning.
Good morning, Pringles. It's a pleasure to be on The Breakfast Sweat.
That's right. I like the way you stress on that.
The Breakfast Sweat. It is a pleasure to be on The Breakfast Sweat.
That's where it came from. Breakfast Sweat. Yes. We started this off, it was like, boy, I wasn't sure about this initially, Should we do this? And started off as a fun thing, and this is so serious to the point where right now we decide, boy, you know what happened? We don't even want to stop after Carnival at least once a month, probably every last Friday, to just keep that feeling, because Carnival should not just be July and end.
I agree. So, Pringles, I think what I enjoyed most about The Breakfast Sweat is that I thought it was just a name.
You thought it was just a name?
And then the breakfast, what?
Yeah.
Guys, St. Lucia, there's actually breakfast.
That's right. Let me tell you, Shemi J, the old crew, when I said to Shemi J, you have to come back, he said, boy, more food for me, I'm coming back. Every morning we try to have, we make it a point to do breakfast on a morning, because we're asking everybody to come here so early. Yes. This is just a vibe. This is just the whole breakfast vibe. Boy, the menu has been really crazy. Tomorrow the menu will be parfait.
Yeah.
You understand? As a matter of fact, we've had our wraps and our bacon saltfish.
Okay, so I should stop by tomorrow.
You will stop by tomorrow. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we're supposed to have a fete there.
Oh, really?
From what I'm hearing from our organizers, our own behind the scenes people, from what I'm hearing, we're looking at the likes of Ricky T, Nerdy, Alpha,
That is a
Hopefully
party.
Ezra.
That is a
Tomorrow
party.
is a fete in studio. Tomorrow we're gonna do it, but
Tomorrow I'll be back for the breakfast fest. Invitation
So
or no invitation.
I can
will
start
be
telling you the
back.
menu from now. Tomorrow we're boasting wrap, we're boasting our bacon cheese, we're
Oh,
boasting our
nice.
Creole bread, we're boasting probably a little big wings and then fried plantain. Yeah, tomorrow breakfast.
Can we have some roasted bakes and not fried bakes?
You want
I
to-
prefer my
There
bakes
we
roasted.
don't fry our bakes.
Oh, okay, love it.
All right,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Trust me, if you have, we call them bakes, Jesus bakes. Trust me. Ask Michael about it. Yeah. So, but what are we here for? How are you? What's been going on? Let's touch base on what has happened. I know semi-finals, that's coming on Friday. All right. I know Intercommercial House is still out there.
Yes.
I know also we have semi-finals on Sunday.
Yes.
We have a lot of things going on.
I don't think you have enough fingers for the things that we have
so
coming
let's go
up.
then. Let's
so,
go. We have
so
time.
let's start by talking about the amazing music that we've seen coming out for this season.
Yes.
I know you've had quite a few of the guys on your show already.
Yes.
But Lucia Carnival 2025, our music, kudos to our Calypsonians, our soca artists, Groovy and Power. I think the road will be a party, and not
Yes.
just like a breakfast fete. Breakfast fete times 20.
I know.
On the
I
road
know,
on the
I know.
Tuesday.
You know. The only issue is, boy, funny that we're boasting about our music because it is so beautiful that now you see the quality going up. You see
Yes.
more music. You have more. You see younger people
Younger
coming
people
in. Look at our young
invested,
people.
yes.
We had
Yes.
Ave Maria and RC in there.
Yeah. Oh,
But
we have Ave Clash today.
yeah, Ave Clash today.
Today,
At
yes.
one, the place was crazy. As a
Yes.
matter of fact, I'm gonna be bringing back my two girls from Ave Maria to MC Breakfast Fete.
Oh,
during the
nice.
holidays, yes.
We absolutely love that. So you see that we did that for junior events as well. Got the juniors
That's it.
to
We
support
spoke
as
about
MCs.
this on the
yes.
show. You know, I told them this is near and dear to my heart, the whole junior soca, because a few years ago, I had this brilliant idea. I said, listen, I think we need to do junior soca. So I went out, we got everything organized, and then somebody in Ministry of Education messed it up. But then, you know, when you guys came out, I'm like, yes. You know, I was pretty
Yes.
happy that somebody
Yes.
did it and you guys did it. You did a great job.
Yes. So Pringles,
Yeah.
we have to say that we did this last year.
Yeah.
We did this last year and the year before that. We were at the SAB. Yeah.
Right,
The first year
right.
we were at in the complex.
Right.
We realized that the show had outgrown
It's
the
getting
complex.
bigger.
Yeah. So we moved to the SAB, and this year we went to Marshall Grounds. Every year we see
The
more.
original soca grounds.
Every year we see more kids, we see better calypsos, and of course with the introduction of soca, we saw a completely new dimension to the competition. It's telling where our future is going,
Oh yeah.
and it's
Oh,
also
yeah.
testament to the investment of our teachers, of the Ministry of Education, and of course of organizers like the CPMC.
Yeah.
The more effort we put in, all of us,
Oh,
more
yeah.
effort people like you put
For
in,
sure.
the better the quality of the product for the juniors.
and like you said, if this is the quality we're getting from now, the future looks bright. You know,
Exactly.
but I was about to say, one of the things though, one of the cries we get from the soca artists, especially, is that we lost some of the events we had before where they could have really showcase you know, all the little fringe events. You see, like jazz, like St. Lucia Jazz, when we go out and you have a fringe event there, you have something here, you have a show here. We've lost some of that. I mean, when you look at the likes of Outrageous, Sexy in Black, that we lost a Wet Fete, we lost School of Fete, we lost a lot of concerts where they could have gone out to showcase, especially now, you know. So I'm putting this cry out. Let's bring some of those things back. You know, let me reach out to the promoters. Bring some of those things back so that we can push it out there a little more.
I agree, Pringles. So we work with a lot of our partners and our sponsors to encourage each of them to do something to
Right.
help bring about that Lucian Carnival vibe, bring the vibe into people. We saw Peter bringing back the Soca Stars, so that's
Stars,
another
yes.
platform. And then the call also goes out to people like you, Pringles. Why isn't Breakfast Fete an outdoor event?
I'll tell
Make
you why.
everybody in Corinth come and watch Breakfast Fete.
Logistics. We, as a
Pringles
matter
that
of
can
fact,
fix easy.
we are, no, I come to you, Chelsea. But let me tell you what, though. As a matter of fact, when Breakfast Fest started off, we were outdoors. We did it in Pigeon Island one time in the park.
Nice.
We did it at Baywalk Shopping Mall. We did it at Howelton Estate on the Mon.
Oh,
So we
nice.
actually went out. We did Breakfast Fest. It was a traveling show. All right.
Okay.
COVID kind of slowed things down.
Right.
Then we came back in, so we started indoors. But since you mentioned it, the cat is going to be out the bag. Last night I was speaking to my son here, and I said to him, you know what? I'm thinking of a big grand finale. You know, I was saying something like that. So, you never know.
Okay, I
You
will be
never know
waiting.
what will happen.
I will be waiting.
You never know what will happen, you know? I'm that kind of guy. If I decide we're doing this, we're doing this. But enough said, what's going on? What are we talking about first? First is Ave Clash.
First is Ave Clash,
Right.
of course. So we're inviting everybody down to the Ave Maria School. I think the show starts from 1 p.m. this
yeah.
afternoon. We've seen so many. Not only did Ave Maria leave with one of the titles in this year's competition, we saw so many of the young ladies performing at Ave Clash who did not get selected for the school's competition
Right.
and the quality of their songs. We saw some of them performing at the tents and at the show itself. And we're inviting everybody to come out. This is where, when we talk about supporting our young people, this is how you show your support. Come out and show up for the young ladies. And I believe the tickets are only $10. And we encourage people just to head down to the Ave Maria School,
it's
to their
$10
grounds.
across the board, yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
Go out and support the young ladies. They're doing a phenomenal job. Of course, the teachers working hand in hand with them to ensure that. But it is a show that'll definitely leave a mark.
Oh, yeah.
Every year they do. Every year.
Single
they
year.
do.
Somebody says, good morning, watching and listening from Massachusetts. A proud Lucian. Good morning to you, Natalie. Somebody says, good morning, everyone. Blessed day to you all. And Andrina, good morning. She says, that was one of our original breakfast Fete chefs.
Oh, really?
I also have an idea.
Is she going to be there tomorrow?
You might have, no, but tomorrow, big things. But I have something that's going to, I'm going to invite you. But I can't say it on air yet.
Okay.
All right, it's a surprise.
Okay. We'll talk about it after.
Right, and then we have RC Jam.
Yes.
That's Friday.
We do have RC Jam as well. And Ave Maria and RC Jam, similarly, they work very closely. And we're inviting people again to go out to RC Jam. They're right there in the city center. So even if you stop for 1 hour on your lunch break, you can go back to work a little late. Just go out and support the kids and to see what the future of Calypso and Soca look like.
Right, so there you go. So, and then we're moving
Friday
into the
night.
weekend. In fact, Friday night.
Tomorrow night, eh?
Yeah, as a matter of
It's
fact, from you leave
tomorrow.
RC Jam, you can go up the road. Eh?
Exactly, because it's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock.
Exactly.
Right? It's an after work climb, and we've done it as an after work climb to encourage as many people to come out with your crew. There's no need to go home. Just take your crew and come out. And the tickets are only $20.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Come out to the National Cultural Center and Pringles. It is no longer the National Center grounds, but it will be inside the National Cultural Center.
Oh, really?
Yes. We have been closely monitoring the weather,
Okay.
and we are expecting some rainfall. And well, you know, with Carnival, the only thing that rain stops is cricket. So we want to ensure that people have no reservations about coming out to support the guys.
Now, I want to add this. The very fact that it is indoors, you need to come early.
Yes.
This place is going to get packed up
Yes.
pretty quickly. All right.
Yes.
So the fact that it's going to be indoors,
Yes.
come out early.
Yes.
You don't want to be out there and you can't get in. You're on a long line. This is like my lime. I tell you every year.
Yes.
That's
Mine
my
too,
line.
Pringles.
Yeah.
Mine too.
I get there by about 6 o'clock every year because I want to see what's to come, to the point where we have this ongoing thing where we make notes, and by the end of the show,
You see
we have
your
our
king,
list and
your
we say,
queen.
okay, this one is going to make it.
Yes,
This
yes.
one is going to make it.
Yes.
So we make bets on this.
I agree, Pringles. It is a good chance to see the guys perform, because at that stage, at that point, this is their first time performing
Right.
in competition mode for the public, right? For the public.
Exactly, that's true.
Yes,
That's true.
for the Soca. So they're coming out, putting on their best show to come to show you what they have. So
Yes.
I encourage St. Lucians, come out. See, and of course we have our kings from last year who will be performing, introducing you to the songs that they will be going into competition
Right,
with.
right.
So it's a good idea to see, can our kings defend their monarch this year?
Well,
We have Sly
well.
and Ricky T. Sly and Ricky T, and they know that they have to come good.
I know those guys, they've been making waves there, because the reality of the
Yes.
situation is Sly is nothing short of an amazing performer. Ricky T,
Exactly.
the veteran, a monster.
Exactly.
And both of them, coincidentally, have some really good material for this year.
Yes, and we see Ricky C having several collaborations as well throughout the season. So he is in the competition in both categories multiple times. So we look forward to seeing Ricky T if he can defend his monarch and just how good he will be.
This year we were actually saying, boy, there's no clear monarch. You know?
Yes, yes.
The strong contenders, they are very strong contenders. Everybody out there, they're going to come and put their best. To the point where I'm even hearing through the grapevine. I'm even getting calls too. Somebody saying, we need to do a presentation. So you actually have big presentations for tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
It's almost like they're giving you a trailer to the movie.
Yes, you find that is happening. I think they do have some limitations now that we're moving indoors into the cultural center, and that's unfortunate. But again, we want to protect the show to ensure that they can deliver their best with their audience. We would not want to limit their audience, so we're moving into the cultural center. And because we're moving into the cultural center, there is something that our public needs to be reminded of. You know, inside the cultural center, food and drinks are not allowed. So we're asking people to walk with your tumbler. Pringles, show them your cup. Show them your cup.
Notice, if you know, you know.
Yes.
That is not just for fun cup. If you know, you know.
So with my cup, cups like these.
None of your cup.
Yes, will not be allowed inside the cultural center.
That cup is only allowed in breakfast fete. But this is it. Real tumblers. But that's a good thing.
So I think that our Calypso people know this.
Oh yeah.
Calypso people know this. We know when we go to the tent, inside the tent, you need to have your cup. But for soca people, it may be a little different. So we encourage them to come out with your you can still be out, walk with your bottle, walk with your cup. And of course we will set up outside of the cultural center to be able to allow people to stand there. So of course you can stand there with your drink. But to be able to go inside into the show, you will need your cup with a cover.
There you go. This is not a bad thing at all, actually, people. You see, the inside mode and doing what you do. You know, crazy as it may seem, we're going to complain about the rain, or we're going to be afraid of the rain. But Soca Monarch, do you know, we actually want the rain when we compete.
Yes.
People go crazy when they get wet and soca plain.
But I find, Pringles, that it can't happen at the start of the competition. After people have had a few drinks and then they will say in the rain. But at the beginning,
you sound like a bacchanal. It's already
Pringles, that's why I'm here. What do you mean?
I kind of said it. So what's next? I mean, semi-finals for Power and Groovy. That's on Friday.
Friday, 6 o'clock, National Cultural Center.
$20. Get there on time.
Yes, and people can buy their tickets in advance, of course. Yes, at the cell at Steve's Barbershop, or you can buy it at the gate.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, we might take an extra $5 from you at the gate, but all in the name of our culture.
Go to the box office. Go to Steve's Barbershop.
But and the same for this Sunday, we have our Calypso
semifinals.
There's a break on
Saturday.
There is a break from competition on Saturday. However, on Saturday, one of our partners, the Export St. Lucia, they're having Export the Runway. So that is another show. I don't know if the tickets are quite sold out yet, but I know it's a show that's normally in high demand.
It was very close to being sold out when I spoke to them, because yours truly is the MC tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lovely. Look forward to seeing you, Dapper Dan.
Let me tell you, today I'm not eating, so my stomach can be flat in my jacket. I just want you all to know, I'll be looking precariously. I just want you all to know that.
Yes, so on Saturday, of course, and it again feeds into that discussion about us working with our partners to ensure that there are fringe events happening throughout the Lucia Carnival season. And Pringles, we talk all the time about Carnival being inclusive and for everybody, and making sure that every St. Lucian has a place in the festival. So this also ties into that. So we're looking forward to our seamstresses, our fashion designers put on their display the models. Oh, you walked the show?
No, I've hosted the show before.
Okay.
It's normally beautiful. You know, you see talent in a different light. You know of tailors and seamstresses you didn't even know existed.
Yes.
And they, listen to me, if people like Louis Vuitton and all them, get them people, they're good. Trust me.
So we actually did have a press briefing this week, and what Sunita Daniel, the CEO, was saying was that they are working with New York Fashion Week for this show. So we're hoping that a lot comes out of this, and the idea is that these designers will have opportunities to present at, I think it's at their next expo in Japan. So imagine that, Pringles. We waste our whole life. We could have been so going to Japan.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I put in on one nice voice on Saturday there. When you're ready and we go in Japan, Nihao. I not. Imagine Nihao in a dip. Nihao. Look out for me, Japan. I'm coming.
Yes.
I'm coming.
Yes.
I'm coming.
Yes, so there are a lot of opportunities coming out of that event for the participants.
Saturday,
yes.
so, and then we jump to Sunday.
Calypso semifinals. Wow. We have 18 people competing this Sunday. Of course, 2 rounds, each performing 2 songs.
Yeah.
And
6 songs,
hoping to take the title from Desrel. We know that Desrel is a force among himself, having won the title twice already.
Yes.
His first year on the main stage, and then his third year having secured that title. So we're hoping that, not hoping, we know that this will be an extremely tight competition, just like in Soca. So we're encouraging all the 10
Desrel happens
pinners.
to be in the
Desrel is in
semis
power
also,
as well.
yeah.
Yes. So you find that our creatives are dipping into all aspects of music, and we absolutely love that.
10
They're
pinners.
talented. They're talented.
Everybody. What time on Sunday?
Sunday is at 4 p.m.
Okay.
4 p.m. at the National Culture Center. And again, of course, in true Calypso format, this will be held indoors, so we're encouraging people to come out on time. Although this is not something I need to say to my Calypso people. My Calypso people are always on time. We know the show starts at 4. My Calypso people, the show starts at 4, gates open at 3. At 3 o'clock, they are outside because the gates will be opening.
But it's a good thing to note that, your favorite artist may go on before you get there.
Exactly.
Because some of the artists yesterday, they were saying their numbers. Some of them, I'm at number 1, I'm at number 4. I'm I need to get there for at least, 6
to see
latest,
that artist. To
see from the beginning.
Yes, and Pringles, we have released on our social media pages the order at which these artists will be performing. So we're encouraging people, if there's a particular artist that you want to see, and of course not forgetting that each of these competitions, in the Groovy round, we have 20 songs. And then in the Power, we have another 20 songs. So your artist could be going on very early or late, etc. You do want to bear in mind their number to be there on time.
You also want to see who's competing,
what the competition is like.
What is the competition going to bring?
And Pringles, it's a good time to hear. A lot of people still, I'm always baffled when people say that they don't hear the songs. But I guess it kind of is our culture. A lot of people get their music from Spotify, etc. Go and look for the music.
And that's the thing, another thing. And like I always said, the radio stations, and I highlighted all the radio stations yesterday. Kudos to them and to us. The radio stations, we do our parts. I mean, think about the fact that
playing the
on
music.
a Thursday, today, coincidentally, happens to be Local Thursday on Vybe Radio.
Oh, nice.
We only, from 8 o'clock every Thursday until 5 tomorrow morning, only local music plays here on Vybe Radio.
Absolutely love that.
Throughout the year, this happens even during Christmas. We play local Christmas songs. So some people, however, probably at work, they don't listen to the radio, and so they look forward to the fetes, the concerts to get the music. And this is where, we kind of...
So that is why it's important for people to come in early to learn the songs, because these are the songs that we'll be chipping to throughout the season, playing at the breakfast fetes, etc. So you have to come out to see it and to learn it and to support our artists, of course.
Good morning, Alison. Beverly says, Alison is here. Manchester say, I'm switching to Vybe Radio on YouTube. I'm watching on TV. Big up. Lord, shout out to you, Manchester. Manchester was there yesterday performing. Manchester, you're missing breakfast this morning, boy.
and there are parfaits, Manchester.
The parfait. Manchester is waiting for parfait this morning. Yesterday, this flew out the door, that parfait.
Really? I should take mine
And
before.
what happens after Sunday?
So after Sunday, we move into preparation for National Carnival Queen Show. That's the following Saturday.
Yes.
Yes.
Guess who's going to be there?
Yes.
Come to you there, Michael.
Oh,
let's go back to Sunday.
Go back to Sunday. I like it, you know. The team is on point.
Yeah.
On point.
Go back to Sunday.
Go back to
Big
Sunday.
Bad soca.
That is correct.
Promise.
So on Sunday, we are also at the Suframini Stadium
Paint and powder.
for paint and powder. Pringles, I feel like we're missing the party. So we have to do both. Go Calypso and then go Sufra. Yeah, that makes sense.
For the soca
That
fanatics
makes-
and them, the power soca.
Yes.
You have something in Sufra,
Yes.
paint and powder. This one called Commerce.
Yes.
All right. And
it's from 2 p.m., right?
Yeah,
so
there
you
you
can
go.
you have enough time to rest and wake up
2
for
to
work.
9, you know, 2 to 9. So you
rest
can
and
actually
wake up
take
for
party
work.
one and go to the other.
Go to the other.
Be first though, if you have paint and powder, don't go in the culture center that powder and paint on you. All right, there you go.
Yes.
All right, yeah, and then we're moving on to
And then
Queen
we
Show.
move on the following Saturday to the National Carnival Queen Show. Of course, we have 7 young ladies vying for the title, and our reigning queen, Shan Lucian, who is also in the Calypso competition this year. And she is quite the powerhouse in Calypso. She's been amazing
Look
to
at
watch.
this, I got goosebumps. She is amazing.
She has been
You remember the
amazing to
launch
watch.
of Carnival at Sandals when she did that Ezra?
Yes, in a slow kind of melody.
Yo,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
happened? Like
Yeah.
after that, I cannot even listen to Ezra sing again. I'm just, like,
Somebody tell her to teach Ezra the song.
yeah, if you just give a girl a song, because Ezra, I'm sorry to tell you, I is not I. Move there. Anyway.
Yeah, but she is quite a formidable force. So it will be interesting to see her this Sunday for the Calypso semis and to watch her deliver those songs. And of course, interestingly, and I say this proudly, we have so many women in this year's Calypso competition.
Yes.
I would love to see this carry unbiasedly.
Yes.
I would love to see this carry to the
You want to see that, eh?
finals.
You want to see that?
What?
As a matter of fact, I think
queen, so
secretly you're thinking a woman should go with the crown.
I think that the best person will win the crown.
That's a diplomatic answer. Let me tell you. Going in, I have my own favorites. T.C. Brown always it's a favorite of mine. Even
He
though
always delivers.
T.C. Brown might be going in on the back foot. I like T.C. Brown. Ready.
Yes.
Ready. Oh my God.
Reddy's
I absolutely
voice
love
alone
Reddy.
is something to shake
Ready
the
is nothing
stadium.
short of
yeah.
amazing. I mean, my boy Kakal didn't go through this
Yes.
today, but Kakal is always my entertainment.
Yes, Kakal is very good
But
at that.
Desral, forced to be reckoned with. This boy was born in this. It's in his DNA.
Yes.
Pep happened to be the mighty Pep. Happened to be one of my favorite
I have to agree
Calypsonians.
as
As a
well.
matter of fact, a long time ago, when I was slim, when I was slimmer, I was a young boy. We did this workshop in St. Vincent, and I'm young. I didn't even know if I would have children yet, and we had to represent and do a presentation from our country, and and I spoke about our country, and I performed Pep's song Abagoj. I did that song in St. Vincent. That's how they played this for me. For me, Pep was one of my favorite. Invader, those guys. I miss Invader. I really miss Invader.
I agree. I miss Invader in the
I miss
Calypso as well.
I miss Invader.
But we got a snippet of Invader at Lucia Carnival, and for me, that kind of soothed my Calypso heart for a few.
Right.
Just for a few. Hopefully, we'll see him again soon.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yes.
We'll see him again soon. And so after Queen Show,
After Queen Show, then we move into another round of competition. But before that, we have D-Vibes, Denry Segment Show.
Yes.
And I'm focusing here on the national events, right? Of course, our calendar is packed with so many other activities. There are community carnivals happening. There are other fringe events. There are parties, boat rides. However it is that you love to enjoy your carnival, there is something happening for you.
Right.
But I'm focusing specifically on our national events. We have D-Vibes.
yes,
Last year, D-Vibes did not quite take off, but this year, it is coming in. It is going to be the best Denry segment, concert, exposition, whatever it is that you want to call it, that you will see.
because it's not anything like where you choose a winner or anything.
It is
like
not a competition,
Right.
no.
It's more like the Pan Fest that we had, the Junior Pan Fest that we had, right?
It
This
is not a
beautiful.
competition. It is simply us telling the story of Dennery segment through music.
Right.
So we're starting as far back as when we can say Dennery segment started.
By Gus.
Exactly. And then we're moving to Dennery segment today. So all of these players, not just the artists, but the DJs will be featured on that stage.
Nice.
So we're looking
Beautiful.
forward to that. And we will be announcing the full lineup in just a few days. But D-Vibes at the National Cultural Center, again, walk with your cups. At the National Cultural Center, but this is going to be, of course, one of the biggest parties for the season because we've never had a show dedicated completely to Dennery segment.
Yes.
I am looking forward to this show so much, and I know the Dennery segment artists have been looking forward to an event like this for a while. And very happy that is happening this year.
Well deserved.
Very
Because,
well deserved.
You know, like it or not, I mean, some of them can, and the harsh reality is, some of them, they've come out and they've stood their ground when it comes to the soca, they've been on the soca stage and all of that. But then there's always this small disconnect, you know, and the very fact that something was created for them,
Yes.
this is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
So kudos to you guys
Yes.
for doing something like that. I think this is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good show.
It is definitely going to be a good show. And Pringles, whoever your favorite Dennery segment artist is, name it, we'll have them. Just name it.
You
Think about
serious?
it. Dream about it. They'll be there.
Mama, so if you're we there. When you say mighty servants,
They there.
Well, no, they there.
They there. Everybody there. Everybody there.
They there.
Everybody there.
They
Whatever
there.
song you can think of,
It there.
It there.
Wole call basketball, bounce. Yeah, let's go with that.
yes. And then right after that, we move into Intercommercial Calypso, always a good show as well. And last year it was, I don't know, something about last year's show for Intercommercial reminded me of Intercommercial back in the day.
That used to be my baby.
It used to be one of the best shows of the carnival
telling you,
season. And
I'm telling you.
last year, somehow we were back into that, and we saw media houses, and I think it was St. Lucia Teachers Union. I want to say it with my fingers. Oh no, Ernie walked away with the title last year. Ernie walked away with the title, and we know that he's coming back this year to defend his crown.
Right. Who?
Ernie. Remember Ernie J with his song
Ninja
about
Fowl,
the
Ninja
preacher?
Fowl. Don't tell me Ernie. Ninja Fowl. Ninja Fowl.
Yes. Last year, Ernie had his song about the preacher, and he came with his full costume, and he really put on a show. So
Right.
we're looking forward to seeing just who is coming out this year for Intercommercial, and then immediately after Intercommercial, we move to the final
There you go.
of the Soca Monarch competition.
Let me tell you, you see, when it comes to the Intercommercial, it's what they there to me. This was a show I looked forward to emceeing every year, I swear. And you know the kind of people that I look forward to. You see, Massey Stores always had a monster crowd.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes. Yes.
Wasco.
Wasco is in competition this year as well.
Them people, listen, they were monstrous.
Yes.
Those were the crowds. You know, I think NIC. They had some real BOSL. You know what? Some real good people do? Police.
Yes.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
I find in recent years the St. Lucia Teachers Union has been a force to reckon with. When they come out
Yes,
with all
yes,
the teachers,
yes.
no school tomorrow.
St. Lucia Distillers also.
St. Lucia Distillers used to come out in big numbers as well.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
You find all the commercial houses come and everybody have their work. I think we went to the slogan, the biggest staff party of the year, because you see
It is.
people come out to support their companies and represent.
Yeah.
But immediately following that, we go into Soca Finals, Groovy and Power Soca Finals, and then Calypso Monarch Finals, and then King and Queen of the Bands. So it's just, I skipped Panorama and Junior Calypso and Junior Carnival Parade, and then King and Queen of the Bands. Panorama is going to be interesting this year. And this is 7 years since Scots Babona has had their title?
I want you all to know
7 years. 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
That's my team. My daughter plays for Cots.
Okay. Okay.
7 years and counting. Check us out.
Well, I will say on behalf of all of the other teams, we'll see if they'll be counting this year. We'll see if they'll be counting. And you know that from the Junior Pan Festival, we have a lot more kids interested and moving into the
Oh, yeah.
national
Pan-
pan teams. Yes.
Pan was a thing that took kids, I have to say, from the ghetto out of certain things. I'm from Masha.
Okay.
All right, and the pan yard was our spot at the end of Arundel Hill as our spot. Okay, and so Diamond Steel, and
Yes.
that was our thing. You would hear that ringing
Yes.
throughout, even off Carnival, we practicing. All right, and then you know, people like Pan Time and
Yes.
all those guys.
Yeah.
Listen, there are lots of pan sides doing their thing and doing it beautifully. Last year when I saw, was it Labry? I was pretty impressed.
Yes.
You know, not a very huge pan side, but they were clean, they were beautiful. I was really impressed with Labry last year.
I do also want to mention canneries, especially. Canneries is a combination of canneries and soufre, and you find that
Yes.
the performers in their pan groups are a lot younger. They also performed at the Junior Pan Festival. A lot of kids as part of their bands, and so it's
Right.
really nice to see their kids. And I believe the arranger is also a young person, so it's really nice to see them take kids from these two districts
Yeah,
to form a
to do
team
something.
and to perform at the national level.
That's
And of course,
beautiful.
Pringles, I have to mention, this is something that is very dear to my chair. This year, we're having Steel Pan on the road as part of the parade.
You lie.
It has been something that a lot of people have been asking for. So this year, there will be Steel Pan on the road for Carnival. For Carnival, we on the road on Monday and Tuesday.
That a long time ago, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, a long time ago, it was really actually Burning Flames we had on the road and Steel Pan.
Yes.
And those guys used to push the stands around town, around the boulevard, everything. And it was Steel Pan music driving the carnival
Yes,
band.
yes.
Bands like Sikra and them,
Yes, yes.
Dimension and
Yes.
you know, and all them bands. That's what it used
We
to
have
be.
to mention Cozy Guzzlers too. I
Cozy
remember Cozy
Guzzlers.
being on the road with
And
their
boy,
Steel
as you
Pan.
said, I remember Dunstan passed.
Yes,
a couple
recently,
weeks ago.
yes.
May he rest in peace. That was one of the guys you look for in
Yes.
Cozy Guzzlers. You
Yes.
know, may rest in peace. But that's exciting.
Yes,
Pan
we
on
have
the road
Steel
for
Pan on the
Carnival.
road this year.
That's good. That's
So
good.
we are doing a lot to bring back a lot of these rich traditions that you remember from Carnival growing up, to
Right.
ensure that they're represented in Lucian Carnival this year.
There you
Yes.
go. So you
Yes.
see, let me tell you, we can go on and on and
Yes, we
on
can.
with
Yes.
Chelsea, but I must say to you guys, hats off.
Thank
Hats
you.
off. You know, normally we give people looks. You all know me. I for one. If something wrong, I say wrong. I give it to you all. Both of them, I give it to you. But when it is right, you must say, I have no choice than to say it is right. And you guys have been doing an amazing job.
Thank you,
in
Pringles.
terms of bringing in new things, you know, and like you say, including everybody
Yes,
else. You know,
yes.
you know, making it very inclusive. We have people from all walks of life, and
Yes.
the very fact that I heard that Marsha is the grounds for Power Soca right now.
How did you hear that, Pringles?
I don't know. I just heard that.
No, guys, I do want to
That's what I
dispute
heard.
that. I will correct that this morning, and we have been correcting that. We know there's a lot of excitement about wanting to go back to Masha grounds, but the finals for the Groovy
Yes,
and
yeah.
Calypso Monarch will remain on the SAB.
On the SAB.
If you drive past the SAB now, you will
You see
see that
walls.
we're
You see
already
walls.
setting up infrastructure.
We see what-
The infrastructure is already going up for the
Okay, well,
finals,
guys,
actually, at the SAB. Yes.
It sounded nice.
No,
It was really
Pringles.
nice.
Don't be disappointed. You know,
No.
You know that it will be an amazing
yes,
show.
because
Wherever
the
the show
setup is
is,
always good.
it
Oh,
is
yeah.
an amazing show.
So, let me tell you what. I don't think it's disappointment like, wow, there again. No, it's nothing like that. Because initially, when Power Soca has been brought to the SAB, questions were like,
Yes.
eyebrows were like, the SAB?
Yeah.
And it's working.
It does
is
work.
working.
It
It's
does work.
beautiful.
And
It's been working.
we even added last year the option for bleachers. For those people who cannot stand for long, you have the option
There
to
you
sit
go.
in the
There's
bleachers.
VIP.
Yes.
I
And there
love
is
VIP.
VIP,
I enjoy
yes.
it.
And there is VIP options for the show. And there's also, I mean, you know, the SAB has gone under some renovation recently, so they have renovated their stands as well. So there are plenty options for those people who want to come to the show and to sit down to enjoy
That's
it as
good,
well.
That's good. But hey, nonetheless, it doesn't change the fact that the vendors, the spill off for the vendors
Yes,
and everybody
yes.
that's nearby that would not take a bus to come all the way up to Boise
Yes, yes.
to do so come on out in the stadium. The vendors are there. You see the
Yes.
vendors out there from
Yes.
very early for panorama and everything.
Yes.
So it's centralized, and that's what, you know.
And that
Yeah.
is a major consideration
Yeah.
for us, the
Yeah.
centralization of the venue. Both venues are centralized. They both provide the resources that we need to ensure that we put on a world-class show. This year we will be remaining at the SAB. And I do believe that in previous sessions, even in our previous press briefings, we've had discussions about why the SAB remains a favorable venue from a production standpoint.
Okay.
It is a favorable
Especially
venue.
the backstage, the
Especially
holding
backstage,
areas
and
all of that.
we know one thing, and I hope Kayo I hope I will represent Kayo properly in communicating this. But one thing that the production team always mentions is that because our festival happens during the rainy season, when the grounds at Masha gets waterlogged, it becomes a problem for us in transporting, setting up the venue and bringing in the pans and rolling in. We normally have to bring in sand and the likes, etc. And we know sometimes people enjoy the mud for the shows, but from a production standpoint, it can pose quite a challenge for us. But all of that to say that the show will be at the SAB. It will be an amazing show.
Oh yeah, I have
And
no doubt.
Pringles, we've added a new element, and this really ties into us listening, doing our best to listen to what the public is saying, what they need, even the diaspora and visitors to St. Lucia. This year, you will be able to purchase all of your tickets for the national events online on at fourcircles.com. So every event outside of semifinals and the National Carnival Queen Show, because that show is pretty much already sold out.
Yeah,
I think we probably have like 5 tickets still available. So
I hope you're in the 5. All right. Yeah.
Yes.
There are no 2 things selling out faster in St. Lucia than Just for Fun,
breakfast
indulgence,
and
and
the Carnival Queen Show.
Queen Show, National Queen Show. I'm telling you, nothing else selling out faster than that. Irene James, good morning to you. She says, I'm listening from North Yorkshire. Good morning to you, Irene. Thank you very much for being here.
Yes.
Now, quickly before I let you off the work, I got an entertainer in here. Tell me anything you want to tell St. Lucia, and anything you want to remind them of just before you leave, and yeah.
What I want to remind St. Lucian Pringles is that Lucian Carnival is really a time for us. It's our festival, and no matter how you enjoy Carnival, we've been diligent about ensuring that there's something for you. So we would have had the lecture last week, which was a new introduction. So if you're more of an academic or more interested in the discussion on the history, evolution, etc., there was that event. We had Gospelypso, we have Calypso, we have Soca, we have Pan, we have King and Queen of the Bands, which is a free show, and which is perhaps one of the biggest cultural displays. Whatever it is that you're into, there is something for you in Lucian Carnival. So I encourage you, so whether it is at the community level or at the national level, to take in Lucian Carnival, be a part in it, immerse yourself in our culture, and just feel the spirit, embody the vibe of Lucian Carnival.
But every time you say that, embody the vibe.
Embody the vibe.
You check what's going on there.
Yeah, Pringles, they set that up especially for you. Embody the
Embody
vibe.
Yo, see, you don't even check what I'm going there. You know. They didn't even realize what they were doing until it is. Embody.
Embody the vibe on Vibe Radio.
That's I hope we have that recorded.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for coming in here with us. I'm sure I will see you throughout the season.
Oh yes,
You know,
yes.
I'm there.
I'm coming tomorrow. I don't
You're
know.
coming tomorrow.
Yes.
There you go. So
Yes.
expect her. She might not be doing an interview,
But
for the
she'll be
breakfast.
here. Yes. I
She'll
might
be
not
here.
be on camera,
Yeah,
but I will
she'll
be here.
So there you go. And you're most welcome to come at any time. It'll be good to see you guys, coming in.
Yes.
You have anything that you want to pop up right away, hey, do so.
Yes.
Do
Thank
so.
you,
This is the
Pringles.
home. This is
I like the
Carnival.
invitation. I hope you don't tell me go out my home when I
Don't
come.
worry, come. Let me tell you, sitting there when I finish it, I lay down on the floor. Is it I eat?
Yes.
So thank you very much for
Thank
being
you
here.
for having
Have
us.
a wonderful day.
I look forward to seeing you throughout the season. Of course, on
You'll see me.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Of course, on Saturday.
Any good tailors and thing out there that watch me.
And-
We need something urgently. All right, for Saturday. But don't worry, I have it in my head what I want to do. All right, so Saturday you'll see me.
It's
God
Thursday
willing.
and it's still in your head.
We have time. We have time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Don't forget Friday we're going Soca
I
Monarch,
was just
so you
about
have
to
to
say
factor in
Friday.
that time.
I'm gonna be there. Semis, look
Yes.
for me. All right. I'm
And
gonna
then
be there.
Sunday, Calypso
Sunday,
semis.
Calypso.
Yes. Sunday we go in Sufre again. We have so many things to do
Big Bad
Sunday.
Soca,
Yeah.
Promise.
So you have to wake up early after Export the runway. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
have to go to church early Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And I also have a pinball set up for a young man celebrating his birthday.
Oh no.
Yeah, we Battle Paintball is SLU. We're gonna be taking care of a young man in his birthday and his friends. So
Pringles, you have to wake up early.
it's
Church
gonna be
paintball,
crazy. Church
Soufre,
Soufre,
Calypso
Big Bad
semis,
Paintball,
yeah.
So check
Yeah.
yourself. When you all see Pringles take vacation after Carnival, you all know. All right? You all
Yes.
know. All right. So take it easy. Have
Thank
a wonderful
you.
and blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow, God willing.
Tomorrow.
All right,
Yes.
there you go. So
right.
hey, thank you very much. You know, it goes down. I was Charles and from CPMC talking about what is going on. You know, everything that is happening for Carnival 2025. And you know us, we always have an artist or two. Give me breakfast with me. Just block my screen, take me off the screen, so that I can bring in our guests and we can allow Chelsea to go have a breakfast. You understand? And take up our fee and all of that. So check yourself. Just breakfast fit me so that I can fix that just now. Or I might just have to breakfast fit myself. Hold on, Let me just breakfast fit myself. If you all care breakfast fit me. Bang. And you there and what's that? Bang. That is me there. What thank you for breakfast? No, you're most welcome, love. At any point in time you can just have your breakfast, all right? There you go. All right. So, thank you very much once again. I just get all confused because I trying to get bang. All right. So, yes, I will let you have the hook now, and you can bring in you can send our next person in. I don't know them fighting with the door. Go ahead, door. You can cross me. You can pass. You can cross me. Don't even worry about anything. You see, bang. We make you disappear. Yeah, look at that. You see, you disappear. All right, guys. So I'm gonna be bringing on our next guy now. This guy is no stranger. He's no stranger to the stage. He's no stranger to any. He's no stranger to anything. He's no stranger to anything out here. You understand? He came on the scene and that man had that little Usher, soca kind of vibe going on. Always the groovy man. One of the first people in our very first groovy soca competitions. All right. And the song was in fact, I'm not even gonna sing. I'm gonna let him give you that intro. All right, your mic on?
Testing.
No, look at it. Okay, it's on.
It's on.
All right. So just sing that part. The first groove you ever performed was.
Who wants to know? This is Esteban. Heights music. Hey, let me tell you a story. I met this girl in a carnival band, winding down just like quicksand. She was enticing me, looking just like my fantasy. I said, hello, I'm Esteban. She looked at me with a big frown, and smiled and said, baby, you better come wine with me. I said, oh, baby, just wind it up on your Esteban. I love the way you shake it up for your blazing.
Welcome to Breakfast Fete, my brother. Welcome. Yeah, thank you very
Big
much
up.
for being here with us.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Big up Pringles, bring up Superman. What are the names you have again, man?
Boy,
Yeah, names.
all of them.
Yeah, Quincy.
Yeah,
they know Quincy.
People don't know. You know, a lot of people don't know Quincy. Sometimes I even forget Quincy. You know, one day I'm out there and somebody shouting me. Oh God. I didn't know. I myself forgetting it too. But
Yeah,
hey,
man.
welcome, my brother.
Thank you for having me. Definitely. I only came for the breakfast.
You only came for the breakfast. Look, NTN Nosdivad in your. He's there. Nosdivad morning. Let's shout out to you. You know Nosdivad?
Who's that?
Nosdivad.
Oh yeah.
That man used to be
yeah.
agriculture, CDF, and he's at distillers now, I think.
Right.
That
Yeah.
man
Big up.
gave him a nice name. I think his name is Davidson. He changed it to Nosdivad.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Entil. So
Yeah,
the man
on
name-
Facebook,
So
yeah.
right now, your
Yeah.
name is Anytil. Your mother took her time, and you know she made it a point to give him a nice name, and you want to change a woman name, Don Stevad.
Well, boy, that is, everybody can do what they have to do when they get big, you know what I'm saying?
But Esther,
Yeah.
what's happening, man? What's been going on?
Well,
you here?
Yeah, man, it's just vibes again. Technically, I'm just happy to be in releasing music for Carnival first and foremost. You know, as an artist, that's the number one thing you want to do is just bring forth your creativity.
Right.
And I am now in the semi-finals for the Groovy competition.
that's a big thing.
This year I did a collaboration with KB Official on his label Viral Rhythms. We did Scammer Girl,
Yes.
which definitely gets in a lot of vibes. I actually was in Dominica Carnival, and I was giving couple DJs that song, and then they started like mixing it with all the buoyo. So it was a real vibe, and I just watching people vibe to it, and I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for this year, and then they had the whole Creators Alliance thing that happened, and everybody was talking about Scam, and the song started going a little viral and things. So, I want to say big up to KB Official, for featuring me on this song, because it was like, it just happened organically. I went and, just visit my bedroom and thing, and it was like, boy, working on that song, I releasing that tomorrow. I said, what's the song, yo? Scammer Girl. I just, missing a verse and whatever. I was like, what? Bro, you actually singing my story there. You understand?
Yeah,
so like, I went and do something, I came back, and within like half an hour, write the verse, record, and that was it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And boom, just like that.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
I mean, we know you for being quite the entertainer, quite the performer.
Yeah, man.
Esteban is not one of the, I come on stage and I stand up there and I do a thing. Esteban is one of the, give it up and your
Yeah, man. I just watching an old video back in the day. You were emceeing a show at Sandals.
Slimmer.
Yeah, that's when I was Meg. Yeah, and that was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It just good vibe.
Yeah.
And just being one of the premier MCs, which is somewhere I really look up to in the game, because I do MC as well.
Nice.
MC many different events and stuff. So I was just watching that, and then just seeing like I came on stage and just people screaming and shit like that. It was just amazing. So yeah, man.
Listen. I think we do a lot, and it is just beautiful being a part of it all. And like you said,
definitely.
as an artist, you have material to come out there.
Yeah.
To make the people happy. It's about the people.
Yeah,
It's about the
definitely. I mean, it's just to make the people feel nice, and
Yeah.
even this year, my groovy song, as a matter of fact, that was conceptualized in Toronto. My friend Sharon surprised me and said, hey, we're going somewhere today. So I was like, that was last year, August. I was like, where are we going? So, no, actually last year, October, because I went back in October.
Right.
And then she's like, we're going to just bring me to the studio. I was like, what? And the fella say, okay, here's a rhythm. Start writing.
Wow.
Like, what? All right. So, like, it was just like, I was like, wow, I really feeling nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I came up with the thing within about an hour, like the whole song. We feeling nice. How you feeling in the fete? When the music hit your soul, you feeling nice. So it's like, I just feeling nice, and I did a demo of it. Shout out to Big Fresco in Toronto. And then when I came back, I had it just there as a song, and then I decided, well, let me link up. Like, I was walking in town and I saw Migs. Vibes, not Vibe Radio, but Vibes Productions.
I like that. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It's no coincidence, where everything wicked have vibe.
That's the thing.
Makes
You feeling the vibe.
One of the best producers.
Yeah. From long time. Yeah, and it's something whereby even long, like Migs, myself, even KB, from times we were like supposed to do some work together a long time before people even knew Vibes Production, right? And it so happened I met him in town, and it's like, yo, I say, boy, now we had to work, and it's like, well, we work, So it's like, okay, send your. I tell him, well, I have this song there. I send the demo for him, like Irie, you'll put something together. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I think literally about I would say about 5 weeks ago, I get the beat. So I had to run. I checked KB Official, record the song, and then it came out in June.
Right.
And here am I in the semi-finals. And I must say the feedback is really, really good for the song. Just so when you send it to people, I mean, you could send a song to people, and then they don't acknowledge it. They'll tell you like, yo, they just give it a little like just because. But then when the people that you send it to give you the feedback, like they really like that song. So I was like, wow, it's a vibe. And I want to say shout out to Vibes Production for helping to give it more life.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sharon, shout out to KB Official, shout out to Big Fresh Go, and just send Lucia on a whole.
Well, Este, I'm not keeping you here much longer. I'm gonna put you out on the stage. X marks the spot. There is your camera in the rack there. There's who you're facing when you're singing. I'm going to put Este on stage to do 2. You doing 2 for us today? 2 for us. What number are you performing on Friday?
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna be at number 4. That's on Friday. That's tomorrow night. So people, come out early and come support the thing and let we feel nice, let we feel the vibe.
There you go. Let's send Este to the stage. Put Este. You're out there. Gonna do a Este blazing. You understand? It's Este blazing. Jesus, Este, you tall yet?
Yeah, you go see. You had a Jesse cameraman.
And I thought high tension was tall, dog. You all tall, eh?
Huh?
All right. High tension. Start it.
You moving like a scammer, girl.
Moving like a scammer, girl.
I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet
And Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave. You moving like a scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet and Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave. You moving like a scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet and Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave. You doesn't cook for me, you doesn't wash for me, you doesn't iron for me, but you want my money. You doesn't clean for me, never keep it real for me. I have to beg you to bust a wine for me. You don't have to explain, don't explain nothing to me, girl. Things will never be the same. You moving like a scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet and Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave. You moving like a scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet and Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave.
From the first time we met, it was inside a Fete. Next day I get a call, she want the ticket and all. I never get a hug, I never get a kiss, but she want bed free and run. Man, not stupid again. All you bring is lies and pain. I don't care about you again, because you moving like a scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet and Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave. You moving like a scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. No more Juliet and Romeo, scammer, girl. I tired of your papi show. Just get up and leave. You doesn't cook for me, you doesn't wash for me, you doesn't iron for me, but you want my money. You doesn't clean for me, never keep it real for me. I had to beg you to bust a wine for me. You don't have to explain, don't explain nothing to me, girl. Things will never be the same. You moving like a scammer, girl. I tell you, your papi show. Blazing. Big up to KB Official. And we're going to the next one. It's called Feeling Nice. It's available on all platforms. All right. So right now, we're gonna make the people feel nice
Start it.
on Vibe.
Hey!
Blazing, yeah. How you feeling? How you feeling? You know what? You're feeling nice. How you feeling in the fete when the music hits your soul? You feeling nice. When the girl wine in their waist to the drum and to the bass, they looking nice. Rubbing weird, we feeling nice. Fete in the air, we feeling nice. Link up with friends, we feeling nice. Everybody feeling nice. So take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little grind. Oh, yeah. Music got me in the mood. I'm ready to get it good. All I want is you, my baby. Come take a little dance with me. Give me sweetness from your waist. Right now I'm ready to taste. Like a wave, give me motion. And let me dive in your ocean. 1, 2, come on the floor. 3, 4, wine up some more. 5, 6, just give me space. 7, 8, your niceness. So 1, 2, come on the floor. 3, 4, wine up some more. 5, 6, just give me space. Yeah. How we feeling in the party? When the music hit, we break. We feeling nice. When the girl wine in their waist to the drum and to the bass, they looking nice. Rubbing weird, we feeling nice. Fete in the air, we feeling nice. Link up with friends, we feeling nice. Everybody feeling nice. So take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little grind. Oh, yeah. Pour me a drink in my cup. Tonight we gon' forget up. I already feeling nice. Cause the party hot like spice. Don't tell me about tomorrow. I don't care about no tomorrow. All I want to feel is niceness. Just niceness. So 1, 2, come on the floor. 3, 4, wine up some more. 5, 6, just give me space. 7, 8, your niceness. So 1, 2, come on the floor. 3, 4, wine up some more. 5, 6, just give me space. Yeah. How we feeling on the road when we Carnival road? We feeling nice. When the girls wine in their waist to the drum and to the bass, they feeling nice. Rubbing weird, we feeling nice. Fete in the air, we feeling nice. Link up with friends, we feeling nice. Everybody feeling nice. So take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little wine, take a little grind. Yeah, we feeling the vibes, yeah. We feeling the vibes,
Your
yeah.
hand.
Everybody nice, yeah. Everybody nice, yeah. Question: how you feeling?
We feeling nice. Esther, thank you very much, my brother, for gracing us with your presence.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, we're definitely going to see you. Good luck in the competition. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Friday, God willing. He's performing at number 4.
Number 4.
National Cultural Center, the man Esther Blaze.
I want to say a special shout out to the big Fete by Soca Ultimates that's happening this Sunday. Want to tell everybody, come out and support the vibe. Let me tell you, we need you to support your St. Lucian artists. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. Take it easy, Esther.
Yeah, thanks for having me. How you
Yeah,
doing?
man. Have a good one.
We
feeling nice.
vibe.
You feeling the vibe. Take it how
We
you
feeling
want.
the vibe. Yeah. Please, yo.
There you go. All right, so we're gonna take let me tell you, this is what it is. Superman here saying thank you for being here. Let me tell you what though. I need to I don't think that I don't even know how I do it, people. I'm going to say a lot too. Monkey face eye. Yeah. Let me I want to remind you guys of something before I get out of here. Let me reach out to Structure Inc. Look, Structure Inc. I heard that. Structure Inc. sponsor the walkway, you know. That's true. The blame. If you're looking at the bottom, Darren, and Darren is watching now, Michael and Kamal, they have it. They both have it. They both have it. They both have it. They both have it. Watch that. Both of them trying to dodge it now. But anyway, you know Structure Inc. and I've always said to you guys, and I've said it there before, the premier builders. Let me tell you something. You're looking for somebody, pools and structures, refurbishment, everything. Structure Inc. Inc. We got that. Sea Island Cotton Shop, good morning to you. Soca, the ultimate, good morning to you. Travel and Leisure Center, Battle Paintball, St. Lucia. Reed Consultancy, good morning to you. Island Crew, loud shout out to Island Crew, Island Sounds, good morning to you guys. Also, I want to remind you guys of this blood drive going down. Hey, happy Thursday to you. I just got a message. Solar says, good morning. Happy Thursday to you all. Headed home as I type and would love to come to your studio tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to reach out to you. So I will reach out shortly. All right. Yeah, so tomorrow it look like we're having a fete, boy. No interview, just party. A big show we having here tomorrow, I suspect. I was saying this blood drive going on tomorrow, and this is very serious, guys. While we're out there doing our carnivaling and all of that, I just want to get the information. Hold on. All right, here we go. So there's the blood drive going on. Lead by example, 28th June 2025 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's opposite the Tapio School. That's the SLMDA grounds, opposite the Tapio School. Go out there, give blood, donate as long as you can donate. Please, people, donate. You never know when you or one of your family members may need some blood and we can help. All right, and thank you very much for joining us. Tomorrow, God willing, let me tell you what's happening. Tomorrow, God willing, we're looking at the likes of Imran Nerdy. We're looking at the likes of Ricky T. We're looking at the likes of, who else come out? Arthur. Look so. Jump in the mix. IHL start coming back. We're looking at the likes of Big Soup. Soup is going to be here. Just for Fun is going to be here. All right, so I suspect tomorrow we cater for 50 people. All right? Because, also we cater for 50 people and soup. All right. And hey, Remedy, that's coming up just for fun. You're going to hear a little more about that tomorrow. God willing, Breakfast Fete live right here on Vybe Radio. I want you to take me out with a bad tune, like a real stupid tune, like what you have there. They calling where I come for this. Yeah, we out. Take it easy. Oh na.